YouTube? I'm your friendly neighborhood N-Man64, bringing you the next episode of Pokemon Black Redemption. In the last episode, we made our way here to Route 12 and began exploring it and seeing how many Pokemon we could catch. Frankly, we caught them all, and I'm quite proud of that. We've also been giving Daenerys a bit of a test. Not that she's gotten any actual battling in, but when she evolves into Dragonite at the next level, she is essentially going to decide if I use her or I keep Visenya, because, let's be fair, Visenya has been quite disappointing lately. And while I do want to give Visenya the benefit of the doubt, I do know that she's been very problematic of late, so I have to think about everything I do with my team from here on out. Lacanosa Town. I have no idea what to expect in here. Oh, empty house, okay. I guess everybody's out and about today. Welcome to Lacanosa Town. In this town, people live as methodically as clockwork from morning to night. If you live your life soaking up sunlight, you can sleep very well at night. There are a lot of people in the world, and there are just as many different characteristics and ideas. Well, thank you. That's actually smart. At night, a scary monster comes out of the big hole, so you have to go home and be good. What big hole? I don't think I like being here, actually. I don't like monsters. Julia doesn't like monsters. Do you sell anything unique here? Mail. No thank you. No thank you. No thank you, little lady. Oh, no thank you, little lady. Along the road ahead, there is a coastline that fishing fans love. Whirr plunk! That's the sound my fishing rod makes. I like to hear it every day. So why aren't you over there? Wouldn't you want to be over there fishing? I know I'm going to be fishing over there. My grandma loves to tell old stories. She makes me listen to her long stories all the time. Well, at least you're nice enough to listen. Hello. Hello, little rat thing. Are you the grandma that was mentioned? Well, hello there, young traveler. Would you like to hear an old story of Lacanosa Town? Bear with me, because I'm an old lady who likes telling stories, telling tales the old-fashioned way. Sure, why not? There's a great big hole at the back of this town. That's what she said. A long time ago, a huge meteor fell from the sky and made the big hole. A very scary monster was hiding inside the meteor. People say the monster appeared in the village at night, bringing a cold wind, and it stole away people and Pokemon. So the villagers built walls to keep the monster out and made a rule that no one could go out after dark. Of course, nowadays nobody believes in such things. But you know, even now the people of this town stay inside after dark. Isn't that strange? I guess old stories and old traditions have some influence on our current life. I'm assuming a big, special Pokemon lives over there, so we'll have to go give that an exploration at some point. I don't have anything to do ever since I took a post here. Since nobody goes outside at night, it's very peaceful. So could I just, like, walk around, or would I get, like, thrown out of town? I'm actually genuinely curious. I guess I'll just have to come back here at night at some point. My Pokemon always goes out for fun without me. That's what you get for being a poor trainer. Wow, literally, everybody is out of town. That's kind of smart. I like that. I like that. I like that. I think I've seen all we can see right now, though, so let's keep going. Alright, so strength, we're gonna need, and I don't have a, oh wow, we're gonna need cut too. Oh, Jesus. Oh, wait! No, that won't be a problem, because we caught B-Barrel! So we should be okay. All we need to do is go find our B-Barrel. Baneri! I don't like Baneri. I don't know anybody except maybe Lucajin who likes Baneri. It is a normal type Pokemon that takes way too long to evolve through friendship because it has horrible friendship stats when you reach it. It has a friendship level of 0 when you ultimately catch it. It is that bad. And when it evolves, it's just a fast attacker. That's pretty much it. Not even, I wouldn't even denegate it as a sweeper of sorts because its attack stats aren't even that good. But I don't know. Snubbull is now a fairy type. As we all know, fairy does not exist as of Gen 5. And other than just being a relentless attacker, there isn't much to it. Shroomish, I've talked about, so we don't have to worry about that. And instead, I could try to get everybody some experience. I just want to see where Daenerys' stats are going to be in comparison to Visenya's. Because I know she's buffer. And she'll be able to do, like, special damage. And hell, I'll actually be able to use a fire-type attack on my team with her. Skylar to level 55. Got a nice little chunk of change there. So yes, we are going to need to use Cut to get through here. Ooh! Driftblim! Hello there! I wasn't expecting you to be here. Driftblim is a ghost flying type. Very weird. But in like a good way, you know? It's a very high HP attacker that mostly just utilizes moves that you mostly just, I don't even know really. It's just like one of those weird Pokemon that I've gone out of my way to catch, but I've never gone out of my way to use. But well, I'm gonna give it. I'm not gonna use it here, but I am gonna give it a shot to catch. I think, unfortunately, this one only knows support moves. Because all I've seen, every single move it's tried to use so far has been it fails. And I've noticed one of them being, how about a Great Ball? I've noticed Spit Up, I've noticed Baton Pass. Maybe it doesn't know any moves that can attack Zeus? I mean, it's possible. I mean, I'd find it unlikely, but well, either way, I have a balloon now. A ghostly balloon. I don't need to give you a name, though. But if I do need a flying slave, I no longer need to use the Bic. But I do need to go and come back with an HM slave, so... well, the test is coming for Visenya and Daenerys. The question is when. Oh, trainer, I want the trainer fight first. And once we get to the point where Visenya and Daenerys are finally locked in their final evolved forms, I'll make my choice. Nincada is a bug ground type Pokemon that from Hoenn. It's an interesting Pokemon. It evolves twice at level 20 if you have an extra slot at the back of your team. It will first evolve into Ninjask, which is essentially a excruciatingly fast bug flying type Pokemon that mostly just exists to use moves like Swords Dance and use its ability Speed Boost to gain speed, and then use Baton Pass to pass to a more powerful Pokemon. And then, if you have that extra slot, it can evolve into Shedinja, which, well, is a very interesting bug ghost type that can only be taken out by a Pokemon that has... that can only be taken out by a Pokemon move type that is super effective against it. Otherwise, it will take no damage. But that does not mean that it's like Wonder Guard, where it's like invincible from Magic Guard or Wonder Guard. I think either one do the same thing. But either way, it's not like Magic Guard on Skylar here, where it's completely immune from damage, because if you do put poison on it, it will knock itself out. Zeus to level 55. Metapod! Why? Why do you have a Metapod? 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 Seriously, why do you have a Metapod? At level 63, why do you have a Metapod? I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed in you, kid. All I'm trying to do is evolve my Pokemon, and you're just not helping. At all. We got another trainer? No, I remember you. I remember you. I'm not going to you yet. Alright, so what else can we catch around here? If I'm not mistaken, hi! Hello there, Golbat. How are you doing? If you watched my Pokemon Heart Gold Let's Play, you'd know all about Golbat being a very defensive flying type. And not defensive from stats, but defensive from typing, as Poison Flying negate and complement each other very well. Let's use Great Ball. I had a Golbat for about 35 seconds, because apparently I was so good to mine, it went from being a Zubat to being a Golbat to evolving through friendship into a Crobat, which was one of the most powerful Pokemon on my team. You can catch Crobat around here in Rustling Grass, but I wouldn't recommend it. Not because it's a bad Pokemon, but because it's such a rare encounter, and when you get that stuff, 9 times out of 10, it's just going to end up being an Audino. So, or like 70% of the time at minimum, it's going to be an Audino, so I wouldn't recommend it. But we do have both of the main evolved bats, Golbat as well as Swoobat, so that's a good thing. Fisherman. Oh, cool, you actually want to fight. Why did they give the Fisherman and the Hikers the same theme? I do have to ask that. Nintendo, Game Freak, get your shits together. Tentacool! Tentacool is the original region, couple of generations version of Jellicent. Instead of being Water Ghost, it is Water Poison, and focuses mostly on special defense and speed, which you would think is bad, but it gains a lot of decent moves and type coverage that might make you feel a little intrigued to use it. I know it's not a masterpiece of a Pokemon, but still. Tentacruel. I know, I have a sentimental spot for the Tentacool line, because I used it in my Emerald Action replay. It's highly special defense-oriented, can learn Sludge Bomb, Barrier, Sludge Wave, Ice Beam, Surf. It's just a really all-around good Pokemon. Again, you can probably go for better water types most of the time, but to have a water type and a poison type, I think that's like awesome. But again, that's just me talking, I guess. Alright, who's next? Quillfish. We've already talked about you. So, Skylar, you can come out, get us more money, and murder a poison fish. And since don't think I did not know that Daenerys leveled up in this fight. So we're going to have our moment of truth sooner rather than later, which is good. Because I don't want to leave behind any other things that I might have to do. So, Daenerys, let's see how you stack against your ancestor. Or Visenya, how she stacks against hers. Depending on which spectrum of Game of Thrones you look at. And you're big, you're sexy, and I want to give you a hug. My Dragonite. Let's see. Let's see where you sit, stat-wise. HP is enormous. And You do have a quad weakness to ice. Visenya, I'm sorry. You disappointed me. So, when we get back, I'm going to take a bit of a break. And when we get back, Visenya will be replaced with Daenerys on our team for the long haul. I'm sorry, but you kind of let me down here, sweetie. I hope that you improve yourself, though. For everyone's sake. I do need some HM slaves, though, so I will be back. Hello, Swellow! I wasn't expecting to find you here. Swellow is a normal flying type Pokemon that is relentlessly fast, and that's pretty much it. It's relentlessly fast, has guts for an ability, which makes it really tough if you inflict a status ailment on it. I've tried using one long term, but I just find other flying types, whenever Swellow's been around, to be a little bit easier, a little bit nicer to use. Like, even the Wingull line, or the Doduo line, or even like a dragon, like, in our case, Visenya, Daenerys, or any others, but it's not that it's a terrible Pokemon. In fact, if you have the right means, Swellow might be the most dangerous Pokemon you encounter. Even at this point in the game, when you're fighting level 60s on the regular, and come on, this is a Swellow! Not a particularly good debut for you, Daenerys. Then again, this wasn't supposed to be your debut. Oh my lord, it's a Swellow, for God's sake! Come on! One, two, three. Come on! I'm having more problems catching this friggin' Swellow than I have almost any other Pokemon. I would say Chipotle, but no, Chipotle was even worse. One, there you go. Friggin' pain in my ass. Wasted valuable Ultra Balls on a stupid Swellow. Alright, once more, I'll be back. Unless this is a new Pokemon. Oh my lord, it is. Absol! Absol is another Hoenn-type Pokemon. Hoenn-type. A Hoenn Pokemon from, well, Hoenn, and it's a pure Dark type. Its attack stat is incredible, but that's pretty much the best part of it. It does not Mega Evolve yet, obviously. If you want to use it at this point, there really hasn't been a Dark type that I would, like, say, go out of my way to use. Aside from maybe Bisharp. So, if you wanted to use Absol, or the Houndour that we've been able to see for a while, I'd say it's a decent Pokemon to use. Oh my lord, just get caught! These are Ultra Balls, it's not like I'm throwing Pokeballs! Thank you. I had an Absol that I used for one fight only in my original Emerald Let's Play. I thought about using it longer, but I felt my team needed more bulk than an Absol can provide. So, no thank you. Once again, I'll be back. And this time I mean it. Okay, so, couple of things I changed up on the team a bit. As we know, I chose Daenerys over Visenya ultimately. Which again, isn't to say that I'm not a fan of her, it's just that she just let me down one too many times. I taught Daenerys Rock Slide in place of Waterfall because we essentially don't need it anymore because we have a super, and I mean a super HM slave in B-Barrel who knows Cut, Strength, Waterfall, and Rock Smash. I know Rock Smash isn't an HM in this game, but you know what? Just in case we run into any rocks we need to break, we are now set and can now explore freely. I should go buy more Pokeballs. In fact, I think I'm gonna. Because these Pokemon have just been very stubborn of late. And a Max Ether. That could be useful. So yeah, I'm gonna go pick up some more Pokeballs. Oh! Okay. Oh, hello, Audino. You're gonna help Visenya. I keep going to Visenya. You're gonna help Danny level up quite well. She should take you out in one shot. That's my good dragon. That's my good dragon. I really don't have anybody else needing to hold anything else. So while Zeus and Arthur just keep leveling up, we'll have Daenerys being the heart of our attack force. And yeah, until I figure out the right moveset for her. Because there are still some moves that I need to TMs I still have to pick up. I still have to pick up Flamethrower. I still have to pick up a few other ones. Not you. Not you. Wrong guy. I'm sorry. You are the guy I want to talk to. Ultra Balls. 18. There should not be too many Pokemon we're going to be catching right now. Well, I mean, there might be, but for all I know, I'd like to keep it down a bit, you know? Let's keep exploring down by the water first, because I know there's a side quest that girl on the bridge is gonna want to show us. And I just don't want to do that right now. Wow, this thing's being really slow today. Even fast forwarding it's a lot slower than it should be. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just the game itself, because I have Wi-Fi off. I set everything up for this. Rock Slide. I'm definitely gonna get rid of Safeguard because I don't really see much of a use for it on Daenerys. But hey, who knows? To each his own. Oh my lord. What now? More Golbats. Why are there so many Golbats out in broad daylight? You can't find bats around here unless it's like the dead of night. Whatever. Whatever. You just keep trucking them, Danny. Alright, there's a downed fisherman. What's that? A letter fell from the sky. Oh, you're part of the thingamajiggers that I don't want to deal with right now. Let's go surf and see what's up there first. That's the only HM. I don't need some... Actually, surf and fly are the two I don't need anyone knowing right now. Hello, Pelipper. How are you doing on this wonderful day? I don't have any moves that I want to use on you, because I think this is going to take you out. Pelipper is a very defensive flying type. I think I talked about it already, though, so yeah. Maybe I should just put a repel out for now. Wow, look how quickly it speeds up when you get to this menu. I'm kind of insulted. Let's go surf our way up and see what's going on up here. Ooh, hello. I made the right choice. A prism scale! What the hell is that? If it's what I think it is, that might just intrigue me even more. Yes, it is! Oh my lord! If you trade a Feebas holding this, it'll evolve into Milotic, because contests don't exist anymore, because Game Freak no longer hates us. And I find that just beautiful. So this is the strength thing to get through. So I think this is going to lead us up to the giant chasm, which is actually where I wanted to go, so that's a good thing. Because we can find a ton of good Pokemon over here, including Golbat. But hey, this is actually going to be a good place to grind up, because there are going to be a few fights coming up that are not going to be nice on us. And I might teach... I'm thinking about teaching Daenerys. I'm thinking about teaching her acrobatics. All things considered, because it could definitely bolster her out physically. I might need Visenya for one more thing, but that's about it. I can't really think of anything else. Let's see. Can she learn it, though? That's the question. Ooh, calcium. No, that's an ant. Get out of there. Let's try that calcium out. How about you, Danny? How about you, Danny? Alright. What was I doing? I don't remember what I was doing. Oh yeah, acrobatics. I want to teach you acrobatics if you can learn it. Otherwise, I'll just have to think of something else to teach you. And if we're gonna go by type coverage, I think Ice Beam would probably be a good move for you to know. And you can't learn it. Oh well. But I don't think we have the Ice Beam TM yet. I think we still have to find it. Yeah, we still have to find it. Oh well. That's pretty much all I wanted to do this episode, because we're gonna explore the giant chasm in its entirety, at least over the next two, so... thank you guys for joining me. I'm your friendly neighborhood Endman64. And, join me next time when we actually get to some exploring. So, until we meet again, my lovely, sayonara.